Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the iRacing AI series here for the Crazy Lays Racing League. For Season 1, race 17 of 20, 4 races to go. We're here at AutoClub for 115 laps. Going into AutoClub here today, we got a new points leader of Angel Gutierrez. 17 points ahead of Dan Park, Devin Smith, Mike Bliss, Mitchell Hodak, Ty Markle, Lingerfelt, Kyle Petty, Topadine, and Voyle is your top 10. I think within, like, they're probably all still within reach, but it's getting close to where if you're not finishing really well, it could end your day. Let's get on into Auto Club here, though. 115 laps. We pull the stream back up. As it loads up here. Bunga bunga bunga. Bunga bunga bunga. We'll reopen this. Close relative. No shot, it still says that again. No, it says race 7. Okay, we're good. Why I didn't do that in my end, I don't know. Alright, let's go find Dan for qualifying again. God damn it, fuck off. I'll bring this down so I can transfer it over after. And TV2, we're already on TV2 at AutoClub. Let's see, well, Dan got 2 laps here to get pole. Can he put it up there? Will the 25 Angel Gutierrez be able to put it up there? Or will they both start far in the back like they did last race and have to pull some strategy to get up front? We will wait and see. On the long back straightaway here at AutoClub. Cross the line, let's see what everybody gets. Devin Zimmerman, Lingerfelt. So everybody across the line is Lingerfelt, Mark Martin, Zimmerman, Kenseth, Malenko, Bill Elliott, Dale Jarrett, Travis Quapple, Kane, and Jeff Burton on the first lap. Dan was 17th there. What about the second lap here? Angel Gutierrez was 30th, so they both need to improve quite a bit. Doesn't look like Dan to 10th, Biffle to pole, Ricky Rudd to pole. And that's everyone. Dan back to 22nd. Angel Gutierrez 9th. So Gutierrez, your points leader. Starting farther than Dan, you got Ricky Rudd, Mike Bliss, Biffle, Bill Elliott, Rusty Wallace, Ben Park, Christian Bracken, Kane, Angel Gutierrez, and Gavin Wintermeat, your top 10. Dan second in points. Now, starting 22nd, has some work to do here today. Alright, grid. And ungrid. Ta-da. Widow. Yeah, there we go. We're up front. This Ricky Road. Live. As we wait for the paints to load. And Mike Bliss up here again. He's trying to close that points gap. Ricky Rudd, Mike Bliss, Biffle, Bill Elliott, Rusty Wallace, Ben Park, Christian Bracken, Casey Kane, Angel Gutierrez, your points leader, and Gavin Wintermere are your top 10 here, starting for the AutoClub 115. So if they went 34 laps, last check, they'll probably go about, what, 24 here? 20, 24 laps, I would think. So they got a pit. That's my assumption. Will Ricky Rudd win from pole? Can Mel get his third win on the year? Or Devin Zimmerman get their third win on the year? Can anybody else get their first or second win? We'll have to wait and see. Pace car is off.
Green flag,
We're
green
back
flag.
green here at Auto Club for 115 laps here today. Ricky Rudd gets off to a decent start, tries to get Mike Bliss up the track and clear him before turn one. Can he do that? He does. Mike Bliss goes high, and there goes Biffle to the inside for second place with Ben Park in the 18. Looks like Biffle has Mike Bliss back on the outside. Bliss gonna clear with a great run down the back straightaway. Jesus. Bliss looking for the race lead on Ricky Rudd here in the 3 and 4. Can't quite do it. Gets a little loose there. Biffle still on the outside of Rusty Wallace. Wallace to the inside here for third. Rusty will clear the 16 of Biffle. Ben Park, Gavin Wintermute now battling for the fifth spot here. What can they do? Angel Gutierrez a little loose in the middle back there. Your points leader, trying not to wreck. As Ricky Rudd pulls away, you can see Dan Park back there by Jeff Burton in the 31. Rusty Wallace to the inside of Mike Bliss for second now. He's going to clear the 0. Here comes Biffle as Mike Bliss gets loose in the high line. Ricky Rudd pulling away. What can Biffle do here? Ricky Rudd's at a 40.1 there. Everybody else at their fastest laps also. That's a clean track for the 28 there. Might be using his tires up though quickly. Bliss still to the outside of Biffle. Using that high line off of turn number 2. And get a run on Rusty Wallace. They just keep passing each other and allowing Ricky Rudd to pull away from the pole. Mike Bliss back up in the second. Wallace falls back down to third. Biffle battling Ben Park now here for the 4th spot. What can Ben do here? They're about 3 wide back there. Angel Gutierrez hanging on to the top 10 for the moment. Biffle still hanging tough on the outside. Ben Park on the inside. Ben gets a little loose there. Biffle clears. Here comes the Casey Kane in the 19 and clears the 18 also. Here comes Devin Zimmerman now in the 33, making a 3 wide here. Looks like Ben will hang on to it, but here comes Gavin Wintermute on the outside. Mike Bliss set the fastest lap that last time by. Looks like Gavin will pass the 18. Casey Kane now to the inside of Biffle for 4th. It looks like he will clear the 16. Can he do it completely? Biffle hanging tough on the outside line. Gets a little loose there, though. Come back here to Gavin and Devin Smith. Or, God damn it, Devin Zimmerman. I am fucking up the Devins today. Jesus. Gavin Winchmew now looking to the outside of Casey Kane. Gets a little loose. Devin Zimmerman gets there to the inside, though, at the 19. They're 3 wide behind with Ben Park almost 4 wide with Ben Park, Bowen Adams, Angel Gutierrez, and Gavin Wintermew. Are they going to get through that? Looks like they will. As Casey Kane's still battling Zimmerman here. Let's go back in this cluster. Gavin Wintermew now in the thick of it. So is Angel Gutierrez. Dan Park trying to catch up to that 25. Oh, Bowen Adams got really loose there. Here comes Ben Park in the 18 now. Oh, Angel Gutierrez though up to 9th. Trying to get another top 10 finish here. But they're pulling some good strategy to get a good top 5 last time out. See, is Bliss catching it all? 1.5, not really. Lost the 10th last time by. You got Devin Zimmerman battling Casey Kane here for 5th place now. Zimmerman to the inside. Can he clear the 19 of Kane? He cannot yet. Still side by side down the front straightaway here. Now into 1 and 2. Zimmerman. Kane sends it on the top. Zimmerman sends it in on the bottom. Who can stick it better? Looks like Kane got a little loose on the top. Allows Devin Zimmerman to get a good run. Now they're down side by side down the back straightaway here. Neither of them are giving the spot up easily. Kane, it looks like Zimmerman clears. Will they be able to hold on to that spot, or will Kane get a run down the front straightaway? Looks like Kane will just settle in there. Back to Ben Park and Maisie Crichton back here, who's up 8 spots up into the top 10, making their way up. I think Ben losing a lot. 5 spots have lost. Well, Elliott lost 7, also started top 10. Angel Gutierrez also losing a spot. Maisie Crichton up in the 9th now. Slowly making their way up. Angel now looking to the outside of the 26, gets a little loose. Gets the spot back up to the 9th for Angel Gutierrez. Maisie Crichton falls back to 10th. Here comes Bill Elliott around the outside now. We got a battle for a second. I didn't even see that. Biffle caught up to Mike Bliss as they're 2.1 behind Ricky Rudd. Rudd just cruising out front. How far away will he pull? Go back a little bit now. As Biffle can't do anything. Kane trying to come back at Devin Zimmerman now. Really loose there to the inside of him. They should see it, I would think, a lot of fall off at this track, because it tends to chew tires. Kane now has Gavin Wintermew right on his back bumper. Gavin all the way down to the bottom. Trying to make it work. Highline probably better here in the long run, I would think. We go back a little bit. 3 wide back here. Lingerfeld, Ben Park, Mark Martin for around 15th, 13th position. Lingerfeld trying to get to the bottom of Ben Park there. Gets a little loose, put up 3 wide. Here comes Jeff Burton now on the outside. Dan's still struggling right there behind Devin Smith right there in the 94. Oh, fuck, hiccups. Looks like they're all single file for the most part right now. Biffle looking to go to the bottom of Mike Bliss here. Rusty Wallace is also caught up because of this, and this still allows Ricky Red to pull away. 3 seconds almost ahead. Now Rusty Wallace to the outside of the Biff. So we come to lap 14 here. Rusty Wallace is still there on the outside. Side by side here in the 1 and 2 now. What can Rusty Wallace do from the outside line? Can they get around Mike Bliss, who is holding these two up, to go chase down Ricky Red? Rusty's still there. Side by side with the Biff. And it looks like Rusty will get it on the high line, but Biff's still on the bottom. Can he hang it in there? Who can hold it better? Nobody gets loose here. Rusty, in theory, should get the draft from Mike Bliss, but Bliss goes to the bottom and gives it to Kane, gives it to Biff now. As Devin Zimmerman looks to get up into this fight. Rusty Wallace all the way on the high line. In the 4th lane. Not the 5th lane, though. The 5th lane has all the marbles.
Alright, man, caution is out.
We got a
Caution
yellow. Oh, someone is out, whoever that is in the last. God damn it, we'll go back, I guess. Trying to see if I can see it. Was it Matthew Hubert again? Just keep watching around here. Hubert's all the way at the back, so I don't think it was him. Dale Jarrett gets loose there. Oh, it was the 5 of Christian Bracken. We'll see what happened with the 5. Right by Dan Park and Colin Cropley. 5 gets a little loose there. Todd Bodine to the inside. Todd Bodine just puts the 5 up into the wall and kills the 5's Carday. That is unfortunate for Christian Bracken. It looks like everybody will be pitting here. Or a lot of people, I should say. Maybe not everybody. It looks like everybody's coming down, though. Does anybody chance it to stay out? No, everybody is on pit lane. We will sit with Ricky Rudd. We will see if he comes out first. Who will have a good pit stop? Who can hop the 28 possibly? I feel like Biffle got into his pit stop slow. Here comes Rusty, and Mike Bliss comes out before Ricky. Ricky Rudd loses 2. Mike Bliss, Rusty, Ricky Rudd. That definitely shuffles up the order here. As we have under 100 to go now. It is Mike Bliss, Rusty Wallace, Ricky Rudd, Devin Zimmerman, Biffle, Angel Gutierrez, Bowen Adams, Gavin Wintermute, Maisie Crichton, and Casey Kane, your top 10. Let's go see where Dan came out. Dan comes out 23rd, one spot less than where he started. That is not good for the 9 car. He's in troublesome area. As Angel Gutierrez is 6th, trying to extend that points gap. As we get ready to go back green here, as they should be double filing this time back. Don't mind me, I'm gonna have some pretzels during the sun. I will leave you guys with Mike Bliss for this restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, pace car's off, and we are green here at AutoClub once again. Mike Bliss, Rusty Wallace from the top 10. Who's gonna get out front first? Still dead heat in the 1 and 2. Bliss, though, has the inside line, which is better in the restart. Zimmerman through the middle. Gonna take it on the high line here, maybe from Mike Bliss. Off of 2, will he get the run? But here comes Ricky Red on the 28. Zimmerman back down to the bottom. Here in the 3 and 4, can he get to the inside of Mike Bliss? And he does. Rusty Wallace all the way in the outside, 3 wide. But Devin Zimmerman clears. I think I just called him Devin Smith again, damn it. Off at turn 4, here comes Bliss back to the inside. Rusty Wallace trying to make it 3 wide. Ricky Rudd trying to make it 4. They can't quite do it though. Devin Zimmerman all the way in the outside line, trying to make it work. They're 4 wide right behind him. Oh, Rusty Wallace a little loose there. Here comes Angel Gutierrez out of nowhere. Zimmerman. Mike Bliss goes back out to the race lead now. Ricky Rudd falls back to 3rd. Here comes Angel Gutierrez in the 25 on the outside of Ricky Rudd now. Biffle right there passing Rusty Wallace in the 2. Rudd now has Biffle to his inside. Oh. Almost got into Ricky Rudd, Rusty Wallace did there. As Biffle's loose on the bottom, it looks like. Here comes Maisie Crichton in the 26. As Angel Gutierrez is trying to go back up for 2nd. Rusty a little loose now. He's around lap 22 here this time by. Rusty Wallace, Biffle still battling down the back straightaway for the 4th spot, sorry. Rusty hanging tough on the outside, Biffle to the inside and gonna clear, nope, gets loose on the bottom. It'll lose the 16th momentum right there. Biffle right back to the bottom of Rusty again. Rusty hangs tough on the outside. As Angel Gutierrez trying to get to Devin Zimmerman as Mike Bliss pulls away once again. They got Maisie Crichton to the inside of the 21 of Gavin Wintermew. Now trying to look to the inside of Ricky Rudd here for the 6th spot. as it's a cluster back here of cars. Oh, the 26 a little loose. Ricky Rudd still hanging tough on the outside of the 26 for right now. What can Maisie do on the bottom? Maisie can't quite get it to work, but it looks like that might give the 21 an advantage on the top line. But here comes Maisie right back at the 28 of Ricky Rudd. Maisie still licking there. To the inside of Ricky Rudd here in the 1 and 2. Well, they clear, gets a little loose on the bottom. That's going to allow Ricky Rudd to get back by on the top line and possibly the 21 and Gavin Winchemere here. Gavin is now there to the outside of the 26. Can he get it to work on the outside line here? They both get a great run off of turn 4. They catch Ricky Rudd here. They're going to go 3 wide here for the 6th spot. And they will. Can they make this work here in the 1 and 2? And man, Gavin sends it on the outside. Rudd sends it through the middle. Gavin a little too high, gets loose. But Rudd gets loose in the middle. That slows up Gavin. Maisie gets the spot there in the 26. Now they're going 3 wide again in the 3 and 4 here. Gavin all the way at the bottom. Maisie in the middle. Rudd on the top. Maisie gets that done there. And that's bringing Ben Park into this picture here. Gavin's still there to the inside of Ricky Rudd. Not quite there. Now single file. Let's go back here a little bit. Voiles now battling Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, and Bowen Adams. Voiles on the 38 trying his hardest. He is top 10 in the points. What can he do here? Last week winner Malenko back in 29th. Not having a good day here at AutoClub. There's the inconsistency of the 7 again. Voiles gets a little loose there in front of the 20. Gavin now falling back a lot. Possibly going to fall outside the top 10 here to the 3 of Bowen Adams. As we're in lap 27 of 115 here. Will they make it to green flag pit stops this time? Mike Bliss 6/10 ahead of Devin Zimmerman. First battle right now for 9th place. Ben Park, Bowen Adams here. Bowen to the inside here into 3 and 4. Can he get it to work? Tries to clear Ben. Not quite yet. Ben's still on the high line there. Looks like he will just fall in line behind the 3. Now back in 11th, it is Kurt Busch and Gavin Winchemere there. Battling for that spot. As Ben Park went right back at Bowen Adams here. To the inside. Oh, Mark Martin Kane got a little get together there, but they kept it safe. Ben Park clears Bowen Adams. And they are 3 wide back here. Gavin Winchemere, Bill Elliott, and Daniel Voiles here. Getting a little close together. Bowen coming right back at the 18 car. Ricky Rudd and Jeff Burton up ahead also. Rudd still hanging tough on the outside of Jeff Burton. What can Ricky Rudd do here? Started from pole, he keeps losing spots, and man, Jeff Burton got a little loose there. Rudd hangs on to 7th for now. Here comes Bowen Adams to the inside of Jeff Burton here. This is for the 8th spot. Also catching Ricky Rudd still. Devin Smith still 5/10 behind Mike Bliss. Trying to catch up to him. we continue to watch this fight. Damn. We have kind of single filed for the moment. Up front. Just gotta wait for the tires to wear now. Todd Burdine, who came oh so close to winning last week, led a lot of laps and couldn't get it done, is now looking to the inside of Gavin Wincham. God damn it. Gavin Wincham here. And this is for the 12th spot. Can he get there though? Not quite yet. It looks like it's quite single filed out for the most part. Top of 9 right here at Gavin. Looking to the inside. The 21 way high into 3 and 4. Or sorry, 1 and 2. My bad. Can't clear the 21. Gavin will get the run off the top. Top still trying on the bottom here. Can he get it to work or will he get loose? Works for now, but Gavin gets a decent run off the top as they got Ben Park right ahead, whoever gets the draft from him. Todd gets the spot and looking to get Ben Park now. Looking, gets a little loose though. Here comes Gavin Wincham right back at him. He's going to get clear. Gavin now looking to the inside of Ben Park for 11th. Gavin does clear, not quite, clears the 18 now. And here comes Tabadine and Voiles trying to get around Ben Park. Ben had a great run off of 4. Goes Todd Bodine, split through the middle there, the 18 and 38, trying to get the 21 to Gavin again. Mike Bliss pulls out another second, another 10th over Devin Smith. There's some great battles going on towards the outside of the top 10 here. Looks like Todd Bodine will clear them. They're going to go 3 wide right behind him here, though. 4-12. Voiles on the bottom, Ben Park on the top, Gavin in the middle. Tony Stewart looking for a way around. Ben really hanging out on top there, but it's not going to work out for him. Gavin's going to clear up ahead. Let's go up here. Anybody close? It looks like Ricky Red trying to get to Biffle. Not quite there, but Maisie Crichton, though, catching Ricky Red here for the 6th spot. Up 11 spots. Jeff Burton up 16. Kurt Busch in 10th, up 16 also from where they have started. That yellow looks like that has helped all of them. Maisie Crichton to the inside, still can't get it to work on the 28 of Ricky Red here. Gavin is still battling Voiles. It looks like Bill Elliott's now up here in this battle, back here, for the 12th position. Voiles clears the 38, the 21 of Gavin's there, but Gavin goes all the way back to the bottom there, to the inside now. Can he get the bottom to work? Bill Elliott goes through the middle, sends it. It looks like he might get it to work. Gets a little loose there, and they're 3 wide off of turn 4. Turn 2. Bill Elliott's still there to the inside of Voiles. Can he make it work? When will these guys have to pit here? That's the next big question. We're here on lap 38. We got a battle for third. Here comes Angel Gutierrez. Rusty Wallace chasing down the 25. Looking to the inside. Can't quite get it to work there. Rusty is still there. One lane down. They both drift up a lane. Rusty still looking to the bottom of the 25. Angel Gutierrez here. Zimmerman catching up to Mike Bliss now. We'll keep an eye on this here for a second. About 5 tenths back again. Looks like he's closing in on the zero. Maybe he saved the tires and Mike Bliss didn't. As we come to lap 40 here at 115. Rusty's still quite close to Angel here. Because Zimmerman lost a little time there. Basically, we're waiting on pit stops here. Looks like someone in the back half of the field pit, 38th. They could end up moving up some spots. Let's see if Bliss pits here. He technically did have one of the least amount of times on pit road. And Bliss does pit. Zimmerman does not. Looks like it's only Mike Bliss on lap 41 here. As everybody else stays out. Up front. Actually quite a bit of like mid-pack also pit. Rusty Wallace looking to the inside. Angel Gutierrez there. Can't quite do it. And they're all coming down pit road this time. Oh boy. Does anybody take a chance to stay out again? Looks like Dan Park's gonna do it this time. All by himself. Can't even make it on fuel. Hopefully this does not hurt him here. Unless he's trying for a yellow. That's the only thing I can think. But look at the traffic coming out of pit road. He's got to get down. Matthew Hubert also stayed out. Does Dan pit here this time? Looks like he does. Oof, Rusty Wallace at a 50-second pit stop. That's not good. Matthew Hubert also pits here. We'll stay with Dan. We'll see where he comes out on the cycle here. One lap here on older tires will probably lose you a lot of time, so this is not good for the 9. Because it looks like it'll be Mike Bliss and Angel Gutierrez out up front. There goes Bliss. And Dan almost comes out behind Matthew Hubert. There goes Angel, Devin Zimmerman, Jeff Burton. Dan's going to be way behind. we wait for it to cycle around here. So they could do about 25 laps in gas. 42 minus 17 moves. That's about what I thought they could do, but... Alright, Mike Bliss is your race leader over Angel Gutierrez, the points leader. Devin Zimmerman, Jeff Burton, Daniel Voiles. God damn it. Bowen Adams, Maisie Creighton, Rusty Wallace, Kyle Petty, and Kurt Busch, your top 10. Let's go see where Dan came out. There's Hubert. So Dan came out 25th. Has a lot of work to do to get up to the 25. That'd be a lot of points lost to the 25 here. At the 25 gets second. Let's find the first battle. Looks like it might be Bowen Adams. Rusty Wallace battling for 7th here. Rusty looking to the inside of the 3. You know. For now, I'll be back. We're going to put it on most exciting and go. Alright, I am back. Mike Bliss is still out front, 3.3 ahead of Devin Zimmerman, Angel Gutierrez third, Jeff Burton, Maisie, Rusty, Voiles, Kurt Busch, Bone Adams, and Greg Biffle, your top 10. Last week's winner, Malico here, battling Tony Stewart for the 25th position. As we let it stay on most exciting for right now here at AutoClub. As we are getting close to being done halfway. Travis Kvapil looking to the inside. Tony Stewart not quite there though. God damn. I hate coughing, dude. And now we're watching Kenny Wallace, not by anybody. Trying to chase down Bent Park in the 18, but he can't quite get there. For 20 seconds. Now we go back to Matthew Hubert, up to Kenny Wallace again. Because Emerson up high there. Travis Kvapil now. Kenny Wallace chasing down Ben Park, Emerson Arden here in the 48. They're around the outside of Ben, but Ben sends it on in there in the 18. There's a single files out back here now. Ooh, Kenny Wallace gets loose almost into the 48 of Emerson there. Mitchell Hedrick gets clear of both of them. Emerson a little loose again back there. Last week winner Mal to the inside of Emerson here. They'll probably be pitting around 68. That'll be 25 laps when they last pitted. Basically, we are just waiting on that now. Jeff Green getting some spotlight time here. Mike Bliss still out front by 1.1 over Devin Zimmerman. About 9/10 now. Zimmerman is catching up. We'll keep an eye on that. Looks like Kurt Busch and Biffle are pretty close together. We'll watch Biffle for right now. Actually, Zimmerman really catching up to Mike Bliss now. About 5/10 faster than last lap. That's the 1 second or 1 lap difference in tires doing that. That's wild. Zimmerman trying to go for his 3rd win of the year. I think only him and Mal have 2. He's there at Mike Bliss. Can he get the pass though? Still chasing him down. With the dirty air might be hurting his car. Lap 64 now. Zimmerman now looking to the inside of Mike Bliss here. They're going to have to pit, I think, by lap 68. Around then. Zimmerman looking to the inside. Down the front straightaway here on Mike Bliss for the race lead. Take him all around to get there, but he's finally there. Can't quite get it there. Mike Bliss gets a little loose on the high line. Zimmerman is there. Down the back straightaway, it's a dead heat. We'll just bring in the 25 and the 31 with them battling. Zimmerman all the way down the bottom, and it looks like he will clear Mike Bliss easily there. What can Mike Bliss do to get back at him? Looks like he's just falling off. 41.8 and a 41.1. Bliss just not having a good car right now. Super inconsistent. Rusty Wallace catching up to Jeff Burton here. Well, Kurt Busch is also catching up to him. Mike Bliss looks like he might be pitting here, and he is. Down on lap 66, Mike Bliss pits. Well, everybody make it through pit lane or pit road this time. Or sorry, the pit stops. Jesus Christ. That one early yellow might be the only one we have here. Zimmerman pits this time. Gutierrez just pit. Looks like they're all coming down. Looks like Kyle Petty is not. He's up on the high line. Or he already pit, sorry. So it looks like everybody's pitting. Except Dan Park. Dan Park stays out once again. And Emerson stays out. I don't think the longer strategy works at this track. Can Dan Park pit with Lingerfeld right there in front of him? Looks like he gets down to be able to pit. And he will. Looks like Emerson's coming in. What about Matthew Hubert in 11? He's coming in. That puts Devin Zimmerman back into the race lead. But here comes Mike Bliss on the outside here. These two are still pretty close together. Can Mike Bliss do anything here? Or will Devin Zimmerman be able to start just pulling away from the zero? Because we're going to possibly start having some lap traffic here now. They should be pitting around 93 next. That might be making it really close on fuel to the end. If they can make it to 25 laps. Yom, yom. Alright. Let's go back to the field. Now it is Devin Zimmerman, Mike Bliss, Angel Gutierrez. God fucking. Here's Angel Gutierrez. Jeff Burton. Daniel Voiles, top 5. Rusty Wallace. Kurt Busch. Maisie Creighton. Kyle Petty, Biffle, your top 10. I'm curious. Dan Park came out 17th with that strategy. He's doing this thing out longer by 2 laps. Will this end up working out for the 9? We will have to wait and see by the end of this race if it stays green. Because right now it is working out for the 25 up in 3rd, putting 1 lap ahead of him. And the better qualifying position. Because everybody's quite single file for right now. With that being said, we will just stay with Devin Zimmerman. Well, he might finish by 3:30. Zimmerman pulled out to 1.4-second lead over Mike Bliss because of this. We'll go look at Jeff Burton catching up to Angel Gutierrez, it looks like. We'll keep an eye on this battle for right now. Jeff Burton to the inside, not quite there, and Angel Gutierrez tried to. Could not get it to work. I'm back. We saw Jeff Burton get around Angel Gutierrez while Rusty Wallace is now trying to get around the 25. Dan Park only 17th still. It's a big gap between him and the 25, over 10 spots. It is not good for the points going into the final 3 races here. Voiles, Rusty Wallace battling now right behind for the 5th spot here. Rusty got the best of Voiles for now. It's pretty spread out for the most part. Even back here. We'll keep an eye on Rusty, who looks like they might be trying to get to Angel Gutierrez here. Rusty looking to the inside of your points leader here. Trying to get another spot up in this race. And knocked 25 back one. Looks to the inside, almost hits Angel Gutierrez there. They're a little close, battling really hard. Rusty gets loose. So does the 25 Angel. This might allow Voiles to get back into this fight. And Voiles is looking to the inside here. Looking Rusty doing on the outside here. Can't quite do anything at that moment. As Gutierrez is trying to put another top 5 to their day. Rusty's still right there, trying to get up into 4th. Kenny Wallace back there might be in fresh tires, it looks like. As we're getting close to the end of this, I think they'll all make it on one more stop. So we'll keep an eye on that. Maisie Crichton tries to get to Kurt Busch, but has Kenny Wallace on the way. Who does have fresher tires, but he's lapped down. Rusty is still the closest one to passing someone, it looks like. Our leader is going to get into some traffic here. So we'll keep an eye on that, see if the time closes when that happens. As the final pit stop should be any time from here to 95. I think they all have to get to 95 or farther to be able to make it all the way to the end. Let's see if anybody can do that and stretch the field here. We'll go back up to the race leaders and see when they have to pit. Yeah, let's see when they have to start pitting here. Hopefully sometime soon. Zimmerman has really pulled away 2.2 seconds over Mike Bliss. Rusty has finally gotten around Angel Gutierrez. And Devin Zimmerman pits now. I think that is too early. Same with Mike Bliss. I don't think any of them can make it to the end. Jeff Burton's gonna try. So is Rusty Wallace. If anyone can make it to 95, I think they can make it to the end. It looks like a lot of the field pit there, though. And Jeff's all the way on the bottom here. Makes me think he's for sure pitting. I don't think anybody can make it to. If he pits here, I don't think he can make it to the end. Rusty can't. Kenny Wallace already pit, but he's like a lap down. So Ricky Rudd and Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott pits. Ricky Rudd does not. Rudd's gonna go one more. Rudd makes it to lap 93. I didn't think about it, but he pit 69, so he should be able to go one more than this. Dan might be able to be the one to do it. You got Ricky, Dan, Emerson, Mitchell, and Huber all stayed out another lap. Can any of them go one more after this, and I think they can make it to the end. I don't think Ricky Rudd can. It looks like he's coming down. Rudd is coming down pit road. Dan's coming down pit road. What about Emerson in the 48? Emerson coming down pit road. Matthew Hubert coming down pit road. Hodak coming down pit road. Nobody made it to 25. So that'll be interesting to see. So let's go find Devin Zimmerman here. This is your race leader. Can anybody save it to the end, those 2 extra laps? Well, actually, maybe they can. I think I had the math wrong. Yeah, so 20 lap run. Yeah, they should make it to the end. That's my bad. I thought they had more than that left to go. We'll see. Maybe it might be a fill strategy race. Alright, with everybody done pitting, it is Devin Zimmerman, Mike Bliss, wherever he is, 8.4 back, Angel Gutierrez, Maisie Crichton, Rusty Wallace, Jeff Burton, Foyles, Biffle, Bowen Adams, and Kurt Busch, your top 10. Dan, with staying out longer again, is 15th with a couple lap fresher tires. Can he get to a top 10 at least and not lose too many points to 25 who is third? Or will any of the guys up front run out of gas? We'll wait and see. But can Mike Bliss catch up? He did pit the same lap as Devin this time. Devin couldn't stay out the one longer like he normally does, which is definitely interesting. Burn. Alright, I'm back. Mike Bliss up to 6.7 seconds. He was at what, 7 or 8, I think. It's catching up a little bit, but he's got lap traffic to pass. As Devin Zimmerman has 3 lap cars between him and Mike Bliss. 100 or 15 to go here. I still think it's gonna be close on fuel for everybody. It will be close. 25 laps on gas will bring them to 117. So can they make it to the end? Because some have been pitting before 25. That could I mean, if they only take a splash of gas, they might be able to beat Dan Park, but I think Dan Park has a chance to win this if he doesn't have to pit. And if the other guys have to. Maisie Crichton, Andrew Gutierrez battling right now. Crichton up in the third. It might be these two battling it out. These two have the, a lot more fuel than the other guys ahead of them. We'll have to wait and see. Dan was what, 15th coming out of pit road? He's still there, 20 seconds behind. A couple of these guys had really long pit stop. Mike Bliss might have taken more fuel. 47-second stop versus Devin Zimmerman's 41. No. 40.9 for Devin Zimmerman there. No. 10 laps to go for Devin Zimmerman. Can he get his third win here, or will he not make it on gas? He is way far ahead that he might be able to just save, but I don't think he's going to. Angel Gutierrez is falling back to 5th. Are they trying to save fuel, maybe? Only one out of the race, Christian Bracken. Problems early on in the race. Dan Park trying to catch up to Bill Elliott and get another spot. As Angel Gutierrez falls back behind Jeff Burton now. Loses another spot. Not good for the 25. It's going to help Dan to not lose too many points going into the final 3 races. And next week is Martinsville. And then we got Michigan and Bristol to round out the year, and I feel like Bristol is going to be a wild one. Oh. Gutierrez is definitely still losing time as Kurt Busch is catching up to them. So what can Zimmerman do? Is Mike Bliss about 3.7 back, but it's caught up to those lap traffic cars. Like I said, can they all make it on fuel? At the moment, it looks like they all are going to. Will Dave Blaney hinder Devin Zimmerman here at all? 5 laps to go. This time by for Devin Zimmerman. Will he be able to get the third win on the year? And we'll see how far back he is in the points, but this could help him out, maybe making a run here in the last 4 races. Can he be consistent enough to keep it up? Angel Gutierrez might lose another spot. Kurt Busch is there. As we stay with Devin Zimmerman and we look at the times, Rusty Wallace is also in that fight. I don't see anyone pitting, so it's looking good for Zimmerman on fuel so far. With 3 laps to go here. The only unfortunate thing is he might have to be one of the first ones to pit if they have to. I hope he is still going, coming. Oh, sorry, this time it's 3 to go. My bad. 3 laps to go for Devin Zimmerman. I think he's someone that has 2 wins. It's only him and Mal, I think. Unless it's Mal and somebody else. Two to go for Devin Zimmerman. And it looks like nobody's had to pit. So I think I was about right. They could do about 25 laps in gas, and that is 117, so they should all make it. We will have to wait and see, though. Angel Gutierrez has lost the spot to Kurt Busch. But Rusty Wallace has fallen back to Kyle Petty. And coming to 1 to go this time by for Devin Zimmerman. Zimmerman has dominated his race, has gained 11 spots from where he started, I think, which, what, 12? What a race. Mike Bliss started second, gonna finish second. Led a lot here today, but falling short. Devin Zimmerman coming through 3 and 4 to the inside of Dale Jarrett to try and put him another lap down. Or a lap down, I should say. Cannot do it. Off of turn 4, though, Devin Zimmerman, I think, is going to come around to win his 3rd race on the year here. Let's see where this puts him in the points as Zimmerman wins here at AutoClub. And it's going to be Mike Bliss coming around to 2nd. Maisie Crichton in 3rd. 4th, Voiles. 5th, Jeff Burton. Kurt Busch 6th. Angel Gutierrez falls to 7th. Rusty Wallace 8th. Kyle Petty 9th. And Greg Biffle rounds out your top 10. Let's go find point leader, or 2nd place in points, Dan Park. Dan will get a nice 15th place finish, unfortunately. Probably going to lose some points here. Some guys still finishing the race here. Dale Jarrett, going to probably be the last one on the pit road here. Who's still on the track? God damn it. Devin Smith. Oof, Devin Smith lost a lot of points. 36 there. Not a good day for the 94 again. Not having any luck towards the end of the year here. We wait for Devin Smith to pit, then we'll go through the points again. Here at the race 17. Devin Smith coming down to pit in his 94 Ford. Alright, and let's get to it. Oop, boop. What was that? Few results here. Devin Zimmerman leads 70 of the 115. Or sorry, leads 50 of the 117. 115, sorry. Mike Bliss led 43 of it. 2 for Jeff Burton. 1 for Rusty Wallace. 17 for Ricky Rudd early on. 2 for Dan Park. I don't think anybody else got one. No, they did not. And Zimmerman had the fastest lap out of 39.9 on lap 70. That's what I meant to say. Mike Bliss at his on lap 3 of 40.0. Anybody else at a 39? Or just our leader? It looks like just the leader. Devin Zimmerman had a really good lap after a pit stop. And let's go look at the points now. Angel Gutierrez is your points leader over Dan Park by 45 points only. Mike Bliss actually up into third, 111 back. And Devin Zimmerman, with his third win on the year, is up to fourth in the points, 174 back. Looks like he will have a shot at the championship. Has to keep doing that, keep finishing well, gain back points. Devin Smith 6th, Voiles 5th, Hoda, Kyle Petty, Markle, and Lingerfelt your top 10. 220 back, so it got a little bit closer, but not close enough. Your lap leader so far for laps led is Zimmerman with 230 now after that. He has doubled everybody almost. 30 instant points for Ben Park. He's had a rough year. Same with Christian Bracken at 26. Like I said with wins, Zimmerman and Mal only ones with 3 and 2. Everybody else won. After 17 races, we've had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 14 different winners. Top 5s is Zimmerman with 6 over Angel Gutierrez 5. Top 10s is Angel Gutierrez 8 to 7 for a bunch of them. We will see you guys next time. I think it's for